All right, let's talk about the exact order to invest your money. Because seriously, getting this sequence right can be the difference between constantly feeling like you're spinning your wheels and actually building real, lasting wealth. So let's jump right in.
This quote just nails the mistakes so many people make. They get all excited, they start pouring money into stocks or crypto, right? But all the while, their financial foundation is just leaking money from all over the place. It's like they're trying to fill a bucket with massive holes, and then they wonder why it's never getting full.
And here's what that leaky bucket looks like in the real world. A measly $500. That's the median emergency savings in America. I mean, think about it. That's not even enough for a single major car repair or an unexpected medical bill. For a ton of people, this isn't some small leak. It's a giant gaping hole in their financial security.
Okay, so what's the real cost of getting this wrong? I mean, what's the big deal? Well, every single month, you carry credit card debt at, say, 22% interest. While hoping for maybe a 10% return in the stock market, you are mathematically guaranteed to lose money. It's literally like trying to run up an escalator that's going down. You just can't win. The hard truth is, without that solid foundation, all the exciting investments, the ETFs, the hot stocks, the crypto, they're all being built on quicksand. One surprise bill, one job loss, and the whole thing can just crumble. So today, we're going to change that. We're going to build this house on solid rock, step by step. So let's get into it. We're starting with the absolute bedrock. Look, these first two steps aren't glamorous, they're not exciting, but I promise you they are the most important part of this entire process. Step one is your emergency fund. And this is so much more than just money. It's a psychological safety net. It's the buffer that stops you from making panicked, terrible financial decisions when life inevitably throws you a curveball. And the best way to do it is to break it down into these three chunks. First, just focus on getting that first $1,000 as fast as you can. Then, build up to 1 full month of your expenses. And finally, you keep going until you've got that comfy 3 to 6 month cushion. Now for step two. And honestly, this quote says everything you need to know. High-interest debt, especially from credit cards, is like a financial cancer. It grows aggressively, and it can absolutely destroy your financial health faster than almost anything else. You have to get rid of it. And this right here is the smartest way to do it. It's called the debt avalanche. All you do is list out your debts by their interest rate, and you throw every spare dollar at the one with the highest rate, while just making minimum payments on everything else. In this case, that 22% credit card is public enemy number one. Paying that off is like giving yourself a guaranteed 22% return on your money. You can't beat that anywhere. Okay, now here's where things get a little interesting. There's actually one major exception to the pay off all your debt first rule. This is the one moment when you absolutely should be investing, even if you still have some of that debt hanging around. I know what you're thinking. It sounds totally backward, right? I literally just said debt is financial cancer. So why on earth would we pause our attack on it to go invest somewhere? Well, the answer comes down to one simple, unbeatable mathematical fact. And here it is, the employer 401k match. This is, without a doubt, the best return on investment you will ever get in your life. It's often a 50% or even 100% guaranteed instant return on your money. No other investment on the planet can promise that. Turning down this match is like finding a winning lottery ticket on the sidewalk and just leaving it there. The play is simple. You contribute just enough to get the full match, and then you immediately pivot right back to destroying that high-interest debt. One quick but super important point here. Make sure you understand your company's vesting schedule. Basically, that's just how long you have to stay with the company before their matching money is truly yours to keep. You gotta know the rules of the game so you don't accidentally walk away from all that free money. All right, so let's recap. Emergency fund? Check. High-interest debt? Gone. Your 401k match? Secured. Now we enter what I like to call the tax optimization zone. This is where we start using special accounts to let our money grow way, way faster by shielding it from taxes. First up is your IRA, and you've basically got two flavors, Roth and traditional. The difference is really simple. It's just about when you pay the taxes. With a Roth, you pay taxes on the money now, and then your withdrawals in retirement are completely tax-free. With a traditional, you get a tax break now, but you'll pay taxes on the withdrawals way down the line. A really simple rule of thumb, if you think you're going to be earning more in the future, the Roth is usually the way to go. Okay, now for what might just be the single most powerful and underused investment account in America, the Health Savings Account, or HSA. If you have a high-deductible health plan that makes you eligible for one of these, this is an absolute game changer. It really is the Swiss Army knife of investing.
Here's why the HSA is so special. It's the only account that has a triple tax advantage. The money goes in tax-deductible, which lowers your taxable income for the year. The money then grows completely tax-free, and then it comes out completely tax-free for qualified medical expenses. No other account can do all three of those things. It's incredible.
And here's the real pro-level move for how to use it. If you can afford to, pay for your current medical bills with your regular cash, not your HSA. Let the money inside your HSA stay invested so it can grow and compound for decades. Just make sure you save all your medical receipts. Then, 20 or 30 years from now, you can reimburse yourself for all those old expenses with your now much larger tax-free HSA balance. You're basically turning it into a secret, supercharged retirement account.
All right, now we're at the final investment step. It's only after you have maxed out your IRA, maxed out your HSA, and maxed out your 401k that you finally move on to a standard taxable brokerage account. This is the step most people mistakenly jump to first, and it's a huge mistake. And this chart shows you exactly why. Over 30 years, something called tax drag, which is just a fancy term for the taxes you pay on gains and dividends every year, can cost you an absolute fortune. In this example, the difference is nearly $250,000. That's how powerful using those tax-advantaged accounts first really is. Now, this doesn't mean taxable accounts are bad. Not at all. They're just for specific goals, where flexibility is the most important thing. Think about saving for a down payment on a house, or maybe building a fund to bridge the gap to an early retirement before you can touch your 401k. They're for any goal where you need totally unrestricted access to your money. So there you have it. We've built the entire financial house, from the foundation all the way to the roof. Let's put it all together in one final, crystal clear roadmap. This is it. This is the smartest order to invest your money. Let's run it down one more time. Step 1. Build your emergency fund. Step 2. Destroy all high-interest debt. Step 3. Grab that free money with your full employer match. Step 4. Max out your IRA. Step 5. Max out your HSA. Step 6. Go back and finish maxing out your 401k. And finally, and only then, Step 7. Invest any extra money in a taxable account. Following this exact sequence puts you on a path to financial freedom that most people, who are still busy trying to fill that leaky bucket, can only dream of. So, you have the roadmap now. The only question left is, what's the first change you're going to make?